Where's my pen?
So what's new?
You tell me, man.
We're about to figure it out on the live.
I got these numbers behind me. It's signifying the 300th episode that just passed. Big salute to the people who got to tap in. One thing I want to find out, because the last stream that we did, I only noticed after when I did the repost of it that our voices were like doubled up or echoed. So,
oh shoot!
I want the comment gang as they come in to let us know how.
Let us know.
You know what I'm saying?
Right away on the stream.
But yeah, man, it's been a productive week, bro. I've
noticed.
had some interviews and stuff, man.
I seen the Fleeto.
Yeah. Fleeto interview is on the way.
Yeah.
I got an interview sitting in the vault with Broadcast Wheeler, aka Chris Wheeler.
That guy.
Yo, bro. Man, viral, aka Viral Wheeler, you know what I'm saying?
That guy, man. I give it to him still. He came up on the scene and doing his thing, man. Shout out.
The interview I have with him is very, very insightful, man. Like, you get to find out his history of him before getting into the podcasting.
Yep.
You know, the different jobs that he had in entertainment, because he didn't just start.
No.
He was a radio guy and shit.
I dug.
Yeah, man.
I dug into him.
Pause.
Pause. But you know what I mean? You know what I mean, Wheeler. Come on.
Comment gang strong. Let us know if you can hear in the how we sound over the microphones here today. You know what I'm saying? There's a few different things I want to make sure that we get into. But before, how have you been, bro?
Good. Just dealt with a little loss in the family and bounced back. And
condolences, brother.
You already know, man. You already know he's here with me right now. He's chilling. But yeah, man. You know, now I'm back. I'm here to just talk that shit with you, and got my little daughter with me today. You know, seeing what we do, saying what up to Uncle Friday. You know what I mean?
Shorty here in the background.
Yeah. One of my second biggest daughter. You know?
Yeah, man. That's beautiful, man. You know what I'm saying? So you know, fathers hanging out with and taking care of their youths and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a girl's dad, so you know, so you know what I mean. Even though it's like, you know, hip hop's supposed to be this tough thing, and you know what I mean, the boys and. You know, girls are in hip hop too, man. Girls are a big thing in hip hop. So I'm putting my daughters in the culture. They know all about the culture. They know daddy's a badass and does his thing. They know about the yoey. You know what I mean? They know what's up. So
let me ask you, any of your kids have bars?
This one right here, lyric.
Lyric got raps?
Lyric raps. I got some videos on lyric rapping and stuff like that when she was you know, a little younger, and now, you know what I mean? She be making up full songs with her sisters.
You got the right name then, Lyric.
Oh yeah, Lyric.
So you don't even have to get a rap name. You just use your real name.
Yeah, man. She got them green eyes, so she out here.
Holy, no, that's a beautiful thing, man. Oh, also I wanted to give a shout out. You know, now that you reminded me, big salute to Mr. 366, aka Amar. Okay. He had an interview with a gentleman named Dappa. A rapper from Philly.
Yeah.
And in their interview or conversation, they were really talking some deep stuff about fathers taking care of their kids and how he opened a daycare and types of stuff like that. Yo, fam, it's not often, or more often than not, you're seeing rappers and stuff like that. Like the story is usually they're not taking care of their youths, or you know what I'm saying?
From a situation where they weren't being taken care of.
Exactly, single parent household, all that type of stuff.
I come from a single parent household.
Me too.
So I made it my duty to try. Like, I know I have an amalgamated family, so I drew my daughter Lyric lives outside of my home now, but I have 4 other daughters that live with me. Right? So it works out. You know what I mean? Co-parenting and everything.
No, fam, that's
part of the game.
It's something that I rate it, and I think that, you know, more men, especially black men out there, should be trying to push that in the culture. You know what I'm saying? And making it something public. Like, I'm here, me and my kids, we hang out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, man, my daughter could out rap half you niggas. My littlest daughter out rap all you niggas and have more swag than all you, right, Lyric? But yo,
talk to me.
300th.
Yeah, bro.
That's where what?
Listen,
What?
fam.
What?
Almost 6 years in now. Like next February is gonna make 6 years.
Okay.
But 300 episodes, dog. I got to talk to Maestro on the 300.
Yeah.
Noah 40 Shabib, the homie.
Yes, sir. Seen
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Seen that.
So
Seen that.
it's
and I'm one of the alumni.
yeah, you're episode 2, bro.
Episode 2. So for me to be at 300, yo, savagery. I'm here. I'm here to stay.
You know, fam, I'm proud to
You're
have
here to
gotten
stay.
this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we here to stay.
And the
We
crazy
know.
part is like I was telling you about the interview, that those are like 301, 302. I'm already thinking ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, you better be.
Yeah, and even, you know, one thing I also want to say quick fast about like getting to episode 300.
Yeah.
Not just the 300 part, but like the fact that we're over here at the Visionary Art Center.
Yes.
I was feeling kind of like somber the other day. I had a comedy event that was being done over here.
Okay.
Some people rented out the spot, right?
Okay.
And I'm there watching from the back there, just looking at the comedy going down, the jokes and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, man. The fact that I'm able to like rent out this spot to people and they can use it for like all different types of things, parties and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was like,
You
came a long way, fam.
come a long way. Because I remember before episode 2, we did it at what's it called
Lit.
again? Lit. The dispensary them times, right? Now
We could say it now because it's not there though.
not,
bro.
not there no more. Before you couldn't, you had to have a secret password.
If
to
you
get
know,
in.
you know.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
But it started from there. And then you went to the Amsterdam, I believe.
No, Burrowheads first.
Burrowheads first.
We
sorry.
did Burrowhead for about a year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Them times I was in doing my shit, so must have missed you then, right?
No,
Those times.
and plus a lot of those episodes,
Yeah.
like real talk, and including your episode too. It's not on YouTube, fam. Can't find those on YouTube, bro. Remember, this is the channel that people are watching right now. Salute to the people who are watching on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
This is our second YouTube channel.
I know what happened to the
Right?
first one.
So the first channel, that one been gone from community guideline strikes, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So like, even if it was still there, a lot of those video clips, bro, they were trash, fam.
Yeah, it was amateur night at the Apollo.
Bruh, if you see the one like your interview, like if I can find the raw footage, or I have like little clips on Facebook here and there, like way back in the archives, right?
Yeah.
It's just like one person holding a camera's all shaking all over the place.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just a mess, bro. No audio.
Who was doing that camera work them times?
There was this shorty that came through and did the camera for that one episode. Salute to her. I'm not gonna ball out her name.
Yeah,
I don't know if she wants her name balled out, but like she came through and she helped out for that one episode. Like, yo, I need somebody to hold the camera for me.
Yeah.
That's all I was on, fam. I was just like, yo, somebody hold the camera. I'm gonna put the phone in the middle of the table and get some audio and see what we do.
See what we do.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a starting from scratch interview
Okay.
from the Burrowheads, bro.
From the Burrowheads.
Yes.
Yes, I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? Dank from Frank and Dank.
What about did you get Biz Loke there?
No, Biz Loke is when we finally got to the Youngsterdam.
To the Youngsterdam. Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
See, I'm getting things mixed up.
Yeah.
But
Biz Loke.
that's to show you how long, like what I see in my head, I'm seeing different different backgrounds. You know what I mean? Stages, what if you want to say, like every time I've seen it, it went up.
Yeah, well, the Youngsterdam, also big salute to and you know, me and PK Herc had this conversation the other day on the podcast, right?
Yeah.
But over at the Youngsterdam, and a little bit at the Burrowheads, we met AJ, aka early mornings, late nights, early mornings. Okay. He also runs something called Everybody Toronto. Right?
I've seen it. Yeah.
He's the first person who interviewed Debbie, R.I.P. Debbie, right? I think he might have had Lady SB on his show back in the days.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but either way, when he was working with us, right?
Yeah.
The man came through with a level of production that I wasn't ready for, right? So, boom, he started saying, yo, you should add some lights here, cameras here, da-da-da. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He started, doing the audio for us and stuff. So by the time we got to episode 47,
Yes.
we were like way better as far as
Way
like,
better from the episode 2 that I did with you.
Yeah,
I know.
bro.
Right?
And I think he came through around episode 40. right?
Okay, so by them time,
Mind you, there's a 300 that's sitting behind it. So I'm talking about episodes under 100. It's actually crazy in my brain. You know what I'm saying? Because there's legendary episodes in there. Like that's the first Honcho Hoodlum episode is like episode 50, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I didn't know
that's
that.
how far back like we've interviewed some of these people, bro.
You're what, 6 years? You're almost at a decade, man. Let's go. Let's keep it pushing, man. Let's get to that 500th episode.
And there's some people that like now that I'm like really like my brain's moving.
Yeah.
There's some people that we've interviewed that I think people might have forgot. Like we interviewed Dre Bars.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like he told some legendary stories in that interview about the squabble that he had with the OVO boys. Like there was some bombshells in that interview.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
We interviewed Genghis Khan, bro.
Genghis Khan is huge, though.
Yeah, and like he told the Raekwon story, like his side of the Raekwon story. He told that in there.
But what about JD Era?
We interviewed JD Era
And then
after.
And then you got your side of the Raekwon story again.
Oh, fam! Like, and the thing that was methodical. Like, we had the Genghis Khan side, and he said what he said, and it was something that I think JD Era had gotten offended from the way Genghis Khan had positioned the story.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So he was like, "Yo, bro," like he said something in the comments. And then I hit him up in the DMs and I was like, fam, if you want to give your side of the story, forward. And that's what he did. So, you know what I mean? We got to get both sides of that story. The only side that's missing is Shala Raekwon. You know what I'm saying?
But he'll come around soon.
Yeah. He'd be in town. He'd be in town. But yeah, man, we've had some legendary. Thoroughbred. We interviewed Thoroughbred.
That's big.
That was like outside on the balcony and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fam.
I've seen you on live with YG.
Yeah.
Right. He was here too.
YG was over here.
Yep.
YG was over at the old location over at the Youngsterdam.
Yep.
There was somebody who was. We interviewed Onyx over there at the old place.
I remember that.
Right.
I remember that. That was
Young Lava. Young Lava came through with like 30 people, bro.
Before he went in.
Yeah. That interview is sitting right now on our YouTube channel, and it's behind the age wall, fam. It's 18 and over.
Oh, because he said some things.
No, it was nothing more crazier than anybody else. Like, it was not even that crazy. It was like, no shots. It wasn't that entertaining of an interview. Man didn't say anything wild, right?
Yeah.
He just talked about his music and his upbringing and da-da-da. It was like very basic. But I think it's because so many of us were in the room smoking simultaneously. Yeah. Like you'd see in the Youngsterdam pictures or in the videos, just a cloud of smoke on top of the man-dam's head. You know what I'm saying?
And all the X-Man with him and just smoked out. I remember that interview.
Yeah.
That was I found it interesting because these guys, they caused traction. Mm-hmm. So I was like, no, I'm gonna watch this.
Yeah.
And then I even seen when you started kind of getting at, I think, Pyrex and Moula for a bit.
There was a second one. It was just after he went away.
He went away, right?
Yeah, he was putting out some posts, or his team was putting out posts or something. Yeah. But other than that, speaking of interviews, there's a couple of things that I have written down here.
Yeah, man.
Because there's an interview that's going viral right now.
Which one is that?
That's the Moula First and Broadcast Wheeler interview.
Broadcast Wheeler.
All right.
Okay.
It was reposted via Drizzy Drake's page.
Yeah, but he did
in the stories.
Yes, but he did have something under it that stated like, this is what I would say to a girl, or what a girl, when the girl calls what.
Yeah. Okay. So what does this say here? Because like I reposted up on the YouTube page, right?
Yeah.
And I felt like he was kind of like trolling. He was making jokes, right?
Yeah, but was it to help the kid, or was it?
It was. He's obviously helping him, but he's also, I got jokes for you.
I got some. You're funny right now.
When she says, "I know we don't talk no more since I got a man, but I was just checking on you."
And then he's like,
and then the man's faces, and he's pissed. Right?
Legendary career.
I'm working on my legendary career.
Yes. Okay, so is there any list?
So, okay. I posted this, right? And
Yeah,
it got reposted on the Shade Room.
Okay.
All types of stuff, right? Because, you know, anything that Drake posts, especially like, you know, if he's talking about another rapper.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when he followed Ice Spice and like, I guess he flew her out. Everybody was like, oh my God, Ice Spice, right?
They're all thinking he hit it. He's the munch.
Right? You thought he was feeling you?
Bitch, he was drunk.
Check you a munch. But whatchamacallit? When that happened, right? I posted it as a YouTube short.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, Drake trolls Moula first on his IG. Okay.
That's what I...
People got upset, bro.
Whoa.
Like highly upset in the comments.
You have all the revenge.
Bro,
the Revengers after you.
I guess, right?
The Revengers.
The Revengers.
You got all the Moulas. The Revengers gonna come and get their bits.
Fam. Niggas is aggressive, fam. I'm reading some of these comments.
They want your head right now.
One man straight called me a goof. I was like, yo,
oh God,
relax. I almost blocked him, man. But then I was like, you know what? Let me not block him.
Was it someone we know?
No, it was just some person in the comments. I'm gonna read some of these comments here. Okay, so he wasn't trolling him. He was actually paying homage. Change the title, bro. Don't disrespect Moula like that. This shit right here has 14 likes. His comment has 14 likes, bro. Okay.
The Revengers.
Hold on, let me put it up on the screen.
They're pissed.
So that people can see what we're talking about here.
Whoa.
Because there's a bunch of them, fam. Man, them got
Friday.
pissed.
Yo, you have the Revengers after you, fam.
The Revengers. That's got to be a title somewhere.
Revenge. They want revenge. The Revengers are going to seek revenge.
Yo, fam, I'm sorry. And you know what the thing is? These guys got me so, like, they were going so hard for Moula.
Yeah.
Or I guess for Moula, yeah?
Yeah, for Michael.
Because, yo, was it for Moula or is it for the mistake? Let me put it up on the screen so people can see this.
I think it's for, do you think it was a mistake, what you said?
Like, I thought that he was kind of trolling him, but he was also bigging him up. But being wrong, I'm okay with being wrong, but being called... Like, I'm going to show you some of these comments. Like, a man said Friday, and he put the cat emoji next to my face.
Oh, my God, yeah, bump.
See?
Like,
I'm there asking my shorty, like, yo, so what am I, a cat? And she's like, no.
No, I mean...
he's calling you
a pum-pum.
I was like, I'm late. I didn't catch that, bro.
That's even better, though.
I'm slow,
yeah, but no, that's good. Because whoever did that emoji, I didn't burn him.
Yo, I'm there just looking at, like, what am I, a cat? Why am I a cat?
You got to see it. Yo, guys, we're going to get at the #1 podcast.
You see it? Friday with a cat emoji. Yo.
Man said, here, pum-pum.
Oh, man.
Said meow.
Right? And okay, what is some of this? Okay, how is he trolling? The reach is unreal.
Oh my gosh.
And then this other guy here. What did this guy say? Friday thinks he's Fix something, my youth. Misinformation's gonna make me unsubscribe.
Oh, we don't want to lose you as a subscriber, okay?
Yeah, fam.
We need all subscriptions,
I'm
guys.
sorry, guys.
Yeah, yo, I'm sorry.
Yo, you know what? They actually got at me so crazy that I changed the title.
Yes. Okay. Yo, Moula, when you watch this, you seen he changed the title.
I changed the title to Drake pays homage.
We do not
salutes.
We do not. I repeat, we do not want the Revengers on our asses.
Revengers unite, bro.
Yo, when the Revengers are outside,
yo, fam, I did not know, man.
They got under vigilante with your ass.
Yo,
they're
bro.
like, no, they're not having it.
The one man that called me a goof, I was ready to block him for real,
you can't
fam.
block him. You can't block him.
He had me in my feels for a second.
Can't block him. The one with the cat beside it, he should have been blocked. He should have blocked his ass. But you know,
he got a sub off on me, bro.
Oh man.
Hold on, I'll play the damn story. Freaking Moula, bro. Salute to Moula.
Mm-hmm.
It's good that he got love like that.
I almost forgot that.
Revengers. Revenge.
Why the hell did it not play? Did it play? Come on, my youth. All right, here we go. I thought I was slick. You know what I'm saying?
I almost forgot that. Sorry. I'm too busy working on my fucking legendary career.
I love this guy.
Okay? Piss. Okay, so is there any...
This guy.
Yeah, man.
So what do you what would you like if you were Moula? Would you feel like you were made like that's Drake honestly giving you an alley-oop right now because he probably seen footage of people saying, you know, fuck Moula that night at Rolling Loud and like you see how. But this is what I said to myself when I seen it. Not to cut you off.
No.
God don't sleep. That's what I said before, right? Him being off of that, I said something else will come. Even something like, let's be real. The person, I'm not gonna call no names, but the person who started that little chant, how do you feel now waking up this morning and seeing that? Would you laugh at it or would you feel like, oh shoot, this guy's catching that next alley-oop?
You know, you so nice, Dusty, because you're like the person who started that chant, right? But I'll tell you, the person who started that chant, Mr. 35, right?
Yeah.
He was on Twitter under the comments. He said, "Goated." Keeps It Solid posted this,
and he goated it. I didn't see that
he
yet.
said, "Goated."
So let's be real. Maybe they're all helping each
Or
other.
clouded there. He said clouded, and he put the goat emoji next to it.
Oh, so he's the super goat of the clout. That's what he's trying to say then.
Listen, this is a Moula first post from Keeps It Solid. Like Keeps It Solid posting Moula first.
Yes.
And YG underneath saying clouded with the goat emoji. So it's not like, yeah, SM, you know, suck your mom, whatever.
No.
Like he's like, whatever. Salute.
So he gave him some.
He gave him his props.
He gave him his props. Because I gave him his props as soon as I seen it. I was like, shit. See? I go, that's what I said. God don't sleep. Because look, everybody want to go chant. F him. And then look, two weeks later, you got the boy.
Yeah.
You got the boy giving you a little repost. He
What's up with that relationship, fam?
Yo, you know what it is? It's him. It's really Drake just watching our scene and saying, you know what? This guy's moving like saying the right things. I don't have to. He doesn't. And then he's not only that he's key. Like a lot of people have gone at Drake, and a lot of people they're not here today.
Yeah.
Let's just be real. Anybody of the past of our Toronto rappers who have gone at Drake and got their ass kicked and all types of shit. I'm sorry. Don't try to come back and rap. Just leave it where it's at because you're done.
Yeah.
You're done. But this one motherfucker got him following him.
Yo, fam, he responded to him on the Seeing Green. He said, "Face who, like a Red Rover, or get a whole line of you and run straight through."
Exactly. He's on, and then he has Drake following him.
And he was one of the only people that was following. It was him and 40 were the only people he was following back at one point.
And when you looked at his followers, you seen them too.
Yeah.
So I won't say it's like a personal relationship. I'll say it's a respectful relationship. He sees a guy that's under him that's moving with a lot of confidence.
You know what? I fuck with that sentiment right there, but I also want to big up the Drake.
Yeah.
And him, you know, making himself known and making his relationships known with, you know, the people on the scenes. His presence felt.
Yeah.
I rate it, right?
Yeah, so do I.
But I don't want people out there to take this as some type of a pattern that they need to start going at Drake. Don't go at Drake crazy and then think that he's going to just follow you up, okay?
No, you'll
because it's happened now 2 times. Like, I remember I had a rant.
Yes.
And I was going off. I had the beat running. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know, my boss.
You're in your bag.
Right? And then he followed like maybe about a month later, not even.
Yeah.
But I'm saying y'all people in the audience, don't take this as, okay, well, you know what I need to do. Let me go crazy on Drake. Because he did it with Tory. It happened with Tory too.
Exactly. And look where Tory did now. Him have to punch out August Alsina. Like, you know what I mean? Like allegedly, but we know what was up. He's a little short, 5 foot something, little niggy. You know what I mean? He moving like a whippersnapper. We all know that, right? We all know that. But he went at him and just was like, and that was with Freddie Fame and him shoot. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yo, hold on. Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. You were there. Back in the days.
I was there for a lot of things. I was there before I was supposed to be there. Yeah, I was ahead of my time.
So you seen young Tory Lanez back in the days before his glow up?
Of course.
Interesting.
Of course. I remember one time when Toronto rappers booked me for a show, and he was on the show.
Oh yeah, eh?
Yeah.
This is
Same
like
show.
Wooden Beads Tory.
Yeah, before, like, just either before he went to Sean Kingston or just like when he came, he was just came back in town or something.
So
I can't really fully remember. It was over a decade ago.
let me ask you, what happened in that incident? Because we were talking about the channel before, right?
Yeah.
And the old channel had an interview with Freddie Fame.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Just the audio still exists, but the video's gone.
Yeah.
Now, in that interview, he's saying that, he took Tory to Atlanta and then something happened and then they separated.
Well, I guess, and probably, I don't want to speak on no man's name like that. You guys know me. I'm very, I'm clean with it, right? 'Cause I'm outside for real. I don't have to be fighting people like that. You know what I mean? Even though I could squabble. It's just like, you know what I mean? I keep it clean. I give you a chance to come on the show and then give yourself up. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day.
So did he leave mans in in Atlanta?
He made him work. And then you see in between that little jugin, somebody came and whispered something in that little boy's ear.
And that's when he met Sean Kingston.
And from there, it's like, hey, it probably asked Freddie a couple questions over the phone, not even in his face.
Did Freddie have him signed?
I don't think so. And even if he did, he should have sold them anyways, right? He should have sold the contract to them anyways. Because you ain't gonna, not to diss Freddie, but Freddie is local. You want to get known locally, you go to him, yeah. But now you want to take it to another plateau. You gotta go to the big leagues.
Yeah.
You gotta go to the big leagues. So thanks to him, bringing him down there and you know what I mean, showing him the hustle and the bustle. But in between that, you lost something. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a loyal man too. I'm a loyal guy. But if I ask you a couple questions and you can't get me there, but now the next company can. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do what I got to do to get out of that contract with you, and then I'm gonna go do what I got to do over at the next side. It's business. It's nothing personal.
Yeah. No,
right?
You're right,
Right?
fam.
It's
you're
nothing
right.
personal. So
no, you're right, fam. Because I don't know, man.
But
I feel like I need to get more of that story.
That's why I don't want to really talk too much on it, because I know what I know. But I ain't gonna come on here and talk like I know the whole shebang, right?
Maybe I need to get Freddie Fame to come back in, man.
And get him back.
Yeah, maybe. Listen, fam. Listen.
Yeah.
I'm on live, so I'm not talking behind anybody's back, but
Never.
But in that interview,
he could call right now. Tag him.
He can call.
Tag him. Somebody tag him.
Yeah.
Comment gang. Tag him up.
Freddie Fame, holler at us
Right,
on the
and then
line.
holler at the number. Put the number down on the screen for his ass. Make him call
Oh
us.
yeah, I didn't even put the number up
You know
on
what
the
I'm saying?
screen.
Oh, that's cool.
Right.
That's cool.
Yeah, fam. When I was trying to get the answers from that interview, like about that whole thing,
Yeah.
he's good, bro. He was not.
But he's always been a fast talker.
He's not letting up off that story, bro. Okay,
Yes.
guys, just don't look at this as a pattern.
Yes.
To let me go at Drake, like how Tory did, how Friday Ricky Dred did, how Moula first did, and Drake's gonna friend you up. It don't work for everybody.
It's not going to work for you at all. It's not like now. For you, on the other hand, you've taken your plateau to another level, so you have a fighting chance.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, dog, I'm sorry to say, I've seen mans come and go. Okay, and the reason why there's longevity for certain mans in our city is because they mind their damn business.
Facto.
Okay, mind your business, and then when you get up to a level, then you can start kicking ass. Sometimes you got to kiss it, right? I'm not saying to go around and kiss the guy's ass. Right, but I'm saying if he over there, what's the point of going over there and bothering with them? He ahead of you.
Yeah,
go catch up, then go nana boo boo. But before that though, you want to get known for your music, your artistry, your business savvy, what you like. Bring an element to the culture. Right. I don't want to know you as the guy trying to take down another man.
Let me ask you quick fast while we're talking about Tory.
Okay.
What's your opinions on this whole thing with August? Do you think, do you think that it went down? And two, do you think it was warranted if it did go down?
Well, like he got in his bag because the dude passed right by him, right? So being real, if it was me now, I'd have slapped him before he even got by me. But once I would have just seen that hand not coming through, and I'm like, yo, what up? And he like, boom, that would have been boom. You know what I mean?
This is what I was telling her,
the
fam.
boys would have been booming on him.
Like, I'm not trying to condone violence.
No.
But like, I'm just saying, like, you're highly disrespectful, fam. I'm extending my hand to say what's up to you, and you're just blowing past me, fam.
But that's the thing. But this is what I'd say. It's like you waited for the boy to pass. All right. Now that's assault. That's assault. That's you jumping him now. Even if you did it by yourself, or you made the big guy hold him and you punched him in the face. You jumped him. All right. Then you got to just come out and say, yo, we jumped his ass. But now, off a reaction, if it was me and I'm like, yo, what's up, August? And he was like looking at me like right through me.
He does one of these to you.
Before he goes, as he's going this way, he coming into my right hand like this. Boy, it would have been all over the place. I hit him, right? Because then it's like the story would have been he passed him. He said looked like he said F-U-C-K, and bam, he walked into his hand.
But the tape did come out with them talking.
But then after they see you pulling up your pants with some devil hat on and running the dude down like you a West Coast gangster, like, hey, fool, what's going on, fool? Like, come on, man. And the dude was paralyzed, a month ago or 2 months ago because he got all these sicknesses going on. And
listen, I'm not going to say that's cap.
No, but
I feel like that's a lot of excuses that he was just throwing into the mix just because he's well, this is why I wasn't able to shake his hand.
But he's a panty man. So these kind of guys, he's a panty man. Let's be real. He was all up in Jada's ass. So you gotta be real about it. Like he ain't no fighter. He's not no fighter.
He's supposed to be a hood guy, bro. August Alsina.
Bro, Tory's more hood than him. He coming from Brampton. There's real motherfuckers in Brampton. Shout out to Brampton. I could see him busting his ass. Come on.
So, okay, let's say this is true.
Yeah.
Let's say this is a thing, okay?
Yeah. You should have.
His case.
Yeah.
It's coming up in October because it got pushed back from September. You think this is going to impede on his case?
I don't know, man. Like, you know what I mean? Everyone's in the comments saying, oh, now I know he shot Megan. But look what the baby said today. Before Tory shot her, he was sleeping with her the night before. Right?
You know what?
So there's a lot going on. Like, you gotta match stuff up, guys. This is no conspiracy.
Guys playing Tetris over here, bro.
No conspiracy theory. Whether the baby is lying or not, is he helping Tory now? Looking like there's a whole lot going on. There's a whole more lot going on.
Oh, and I just had that song loaded up earlier too.
Exactly. Right. So if you're thinking like, oh, he now shot Megan, possibly or possibly not, or maybe Megan's friend shot her, but what it won't help in his case is that he's always around some type of violence. So they're gonna give him some type of repercussions. It might not be jail time.
You think they might dip him?
If they dip him, he could go anywhere else after that. He doesn't care. Come on, he's Canadian.
But still, fam, like the States is very important for a rapper especially coming from Toronto, fam.
It's your bread and butter, but I think his time there is done. Go to Europe. I think his time there is done. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
If they're ready to dip him over in a place that like people walk around in schools and shoot kids, 15 kids at a time. If they want to dip him for that, he's getting a slap on the wrist. Leave their damn country.
Yeah.
As a black Canadian, I would leave their country. I'd be like, okay, I think I've made enough here. Trouble. I think they know, Toronto man's get it in. Let's go. It's time to go.
Bro, I just really hope I hope for the best for everybody.
Yeah.
But I just hope, especially for Tory Lanez, that none of this shit is like real shit. Like he can, like none of this shit sticks because, bro, if any of this, like if all of this stuff adds up and they're like, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, he might have anger management issues, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. Now they're going to say, yo, every time someone's around, you on something violent.
You want to fight, bro.
Right? He has a small man complex.
Like, okay, they brought up the like, even I was watching Hello Yasim.
Yeah.
Right? And he brought up, whatchamacallit? the Travis Scott thing.
Oh, he punked Travis.
He was up in Travis's face.
Yeah, in the trailer. I've seen that.
Right? And
I
so
seen
that happened. And then there was another time, there's somebody, Dax. Salute to Dax. That's We Love Hip Hop alumni.
Dax, but he had Dax kind of weak, bro.
They bucked him up, bro.
Yeah, I know.
They ran him down from the club and he ran after him, bro.
But none against Ottawa.
Allegedly.
Nothing against Ottawa youths, right? But
Yeah.
like, come on, dog. You're going up against a little youth from the GTA. Like he's gonna come at you. He's gonna come at you.
No, but it was like, okay.
He said something. I know.
The reason that that him and Dax had an issue,
Yeah.
is because remember at the time Tory was like challenging all rappers. He was like, I'm the best R&B rapper out here.
Yeah, yeah.
So anybody who wants smoke, send on a tune.
Yeah.
And Dax sent on a tune. And he wasn't like, yo, when I see you, it's on site. And he wasn't disrespectful. He was just like, I'm a better rapper than you. The man got upset, bro.
Yeah. Because it's a little Ottawa you trying to say it.
But allow him, fam. Why can't he get into the I want to rap too.
Because Dax has a different style from the hip hop that.
So all the gangsters can say some shit, but then when Dax say some shit, they're like, yo, you shut the fuck up though.
Yeah, because he wants more clarification. He doesn't want this little fucking pipsqueak coming at him. It's Dax, not to say nothing. I like Dax's music. Don't get it twisted.
Dax pretty big too.
He's big. He's big. He's big. Nigerian dude is big.
Yeah,
He's done some shit, right? He's from Ottawa. I know about him from a long time.
Yeah.
It's just that I'm saying it's Tory. You know what I mean? It's Tory. So now you have this little youth from Ottawa coming at you like he's better than what? NASA. You're gonna take that personal. I swear to God. I'm not a full-time rapper anymore. But when I ran enough dudes out the game. Because I took certain things personal. So I have his back on that. Like, you're not better than me. And
Yeah, but don't beat him up over it, fam. Allegedly.
I think he just ran down and brandished him.
Actually, I don't know if that one is alleged because Dax went on, like, he came on the podcast. He went on No Jumper.
Yeah.
He went on a few places and he was like, yeah, that happened.
Yeah, he got punked off.
I don't know why. Tory, why?
He got punked. Yo, he was like, say, he's told him to repeat something, right? Like they were in the.
Say you're sorry.
Say you're sorry, right? And the man said it.
You had the video. You had the phone. Say you're sorry.
Yeah, the man said it. So let's be real.
I'm sorry.
Let's be real. Like he's like, I ain't playing with this guy. I would do the same thing, Tory. Shout out to Tory for that one. But like at the end of the day, it's another black man, so you got to be still conscious about it. And let's not have too much. Let's keep it competitive. Then, yeah. If you did kind of have to strong arm him to make him say sorry, you know, there might be some little bit of fear there too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. He probably heard the fucking record and was like, "What?
This kid can rap.
Yo,
I'm gonna have to beat him up.
Let's beat him up, guys. I want to rap. I want to fight. I want to fight now. I want to fight. Let's fight."
Nah,
you know what I mean?
Tory, you have to calm down, bitch. You have to calm down, fam. You have to stay out of trouble, bro.
Yep. A lot of guys.
Speaking of trouble, Akademiks.
Yes, he's in big trouble.
Yo, you know what? I'm gonna pull up Twitter. Because Ak went off crazy.
You seen what he did?
What with Russell Simmons?
With Russell.
Yo, what's wrong with this guy, fam?
Fam, he's talking to the like the god of rap.
No,
bro.
but I understand why he's like, he's a little bit annoyed or whatever, or he's responding, but like, what? Why does he go off so extra, fam? I was, and don't get me wrong, I'm waiting to have a conversation with him. Maybe I'll be able to find out like why he goes so extra hard. Like, bro, calm down.
No, because this is why we're talking about him right now. Let's be real. I've seen you go off.
Yeah, but fam, I still have I have a limit. Like the guy was like, "Yo, where are you? You in Bali? Yo, what you in Bali?" Yo, I was like,
in a bamboo house, in a bamboo house. Like
that's like a legend you're talking about, bro. Relax,
right? But then he doesn't want to talk. He wants to talk to Russell, but he thinks LL won't speak to him.
You're gonna want to fight him.
LL will take. LL got way more money than him. Let's just cut to the chase.
Yeah, I guess.
LL got way more money than him. Come on, I can name one movie.
Yeah,
I can name one movie any given Sunday. Like, come on, guys.
Movies alone.
Movies alone. He is Drake. What Drake did backwards. Went from acting to rapping. These niggas went from rapping to acting. they want to call them Dusties and they don't got no money. It's just, I'll be real. They were getting ripped off back in the day. Some of them.
Yeah, a lot of them, bro.
A lot of them, right? But a lot of them too probably knew how to keep their mouth shut. The whole world didn't have to know their contracts. Like the way Akademiks could pull up Future's contract the other day is baffling to me. Like I'm just like, bro, that's my, if I was Future, that's my business.
Yeah, but it's out there now.
But it's out there now.
Yeah.
But it's just before you couldn't do that.
Well, okay, just to give the people some context, right?
Okay.
Akademiks a few days ago was on his Twitch.
Yeah.
Saying that, oh, look at that. You see that in the thing there? Follows you. Bow. That's me. Okay. It's me.
you lit.
It's me. Whatchamacallit? He was saying on his Twitch how a lot of these old heads, the pioneers, he was saying specifically, right? He wasn't saying just old heads in general, right?
Yes.
And even in his follow-up Twitch, he said he wasn't talking to LL. Right, but he was like the pioneers of these, the guys who say they started hip hop is what his specific words was.
Yeah.
Are looking real dusty, and a lot of these guys are broke. Right.
Okay.
And LL took offense to it.
Yeah.
And he responded, and he was like, you know, certain DJs, I'm not going to name their name. You know, you can't equate not having money with not making contributions to the culture. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these guys made mistakes back in the days and Tay, but don't ever get that twisted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Akademiks responded
with a good reply.
Right. And he's like, yo, I don't got no smoke with LL, but like, yo, a lot of you guys never traded no game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's like the same way here in Canada too.
So it's like, yeah, you know, now we're able, and like to bring it full circle where you're talking about with the contracts and stuff, you could look up a Future contract, or you could, you know, see what's going on with NBA YoungBoy.
But Future has a label.
Yeah.
Right? He has a label. These guys have labels now.
Yes.
I came into the game with a label. Like my own label.
Same here.
You know? So let's be real. Like LL Cool J should have one of the biggest labels right now. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Like, how many kids would want from New York or anywhere in the world would want to be signed to him if he had a label? I
don't know I guess people would want to. It would be cool.
I'm saying from the beginning, like from the 90s, from when he was doing the TV show in the house. Okay? Them time that you're supposed to already done start a label.
Yeah.
These kids to come up and go through the steps you did, but even better.
But I think at the time when he was doing that, he was still getting fucked.
And that's
like the record, because he was still learning the game. He wasn't
and that's
knowing the ins and outs yet.
It's black entertainment, but it's being ran by another source, right? So this is where you should have still made a label, but this is what they were probably telling him. He ain't got enough.
Yeah.
They blocked him. Not knowing that all he had to do was just start up the business, start up the label, and run your own studio and do your thing, right? And put out your music independently.
Yeah.
But they didn't have that. They didn't have streams then. They didn't have none of that.
Only like post Diddy. Actually, I'm not even going to say that, because even like in the late 80s or early 90s with NWA.
Yeah.
Eazy-E was business savvy enough to like start getting in business with Jerry Heller,
but he still had to go to Jerry Heller.
Yeah, you're right about that. Still,
he still had to go to Jerry Heller, and Jerry Heller seen that he had money, and Jerry Heller probably fucking gave Suge the damn needle and put the AIDS in him when they beat him up that night in the room. Like, come on, like, you know what I'm saying? Seeing like, yo, this guy's gonna leave me because he's smart enough to say, yo, let me start a label and sign the whole West Coast.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
To me, right? Because when he had the Ruthless, he had Bone Thugs.
Yes.
Right? And they were under.
He had Bone Thugs and he had Will.i.am back before Black Eyed Peas.
Exactly. So he already had the mindset of saying, and mind you, these guys were coming from the 80s.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? So
early 90s.
Coming from yes, but they were coming from the 80s.
Yeah.
Right? Into the 90s. And already in the 90s was about to start a record label, was starting a record label. Then you had, once again, Death Row, right? So you had all these, to me, then those were record labels. I didn't know about Universal.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had to have a distributor. I thought that was, you know what I mean? Like,
everything was all in one place.
but really, they still had to go to the other source. Okay?
Yeah.
It's never been in our hands fully. That's what Akademiks is saying.
Yeah. And I guess Russell Simmons took offense with what man said.
Well, he should because you're out there playing around in those little parties and going through that other door, and you got fetishes. I don't want to say and speak on this platform, but he got fetishes that he needs help with. Then, if that's the case, because then if you were innocent, you wouldn't have ran.
Yeah.
Let's just be real, and that's where you gotta understand. You're coming up against these younger kids, Simmons. You coming up against these young bucks, and let's say Akademiks is the younger man.
Yeah.
And he knows how to play the internet.
He gave no fucks this morning, bro.
He chose violence.
Put it this way. He just streamed last night, fam.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So when I was like seeing him pop up on the stream again, I was like, what's this nigga on stream again for, bro? Like, yo, are you gonna stream every day this week?
Yes, he is. And he's gonna speak about him every day until that dude tells him to fly in.
Wow.
Watch.
So, okay, who do you think is right in this?
Well, I think basically, let's just say Akademiks was sitting down with a whiteboard and he's like, okay, these young kids ain't really interesting this month. Who do we go for? And if he's being strategic, like how I would be, right? I'm gonna go at the old school right now. I'm gonna put some light on the old school. Let's get their streams up. He's helping them right now. He's about to help the old school guys.
Yo, fam,
in a major way.
He came for Ebro. He said, remember Old Man Ebro, the baby album out now. Tory Lanez drops next week. I'ma talk YB and get his next album date. Make sure you support all those artists. They the top artists in the game, in the genre. Stop using Apple Music as a weapon for your personal issues. You the boss of them playlist. Upside down smiley face.
You get what I'm saying, right? It's either he's gonna crush these guys, or they're gonna have to sit down and talk with the new generation, and figure out how to help also, right? Because what he seems like he's saying is the right thing. You guys you haven't kicked any real game. You guys have just been hiding it. You're gatekeepers, and you know that's the thing is like the same thing out here. There's only few that have helped certain mans. You know what I'm saying? Like so. And if it's a personal thing or if it was just out of talent, it should be now the guys that are coming up. And once you guys do your 10-year mark and you feel you're there, start your label and start putting on some younger guys.
Yeah.
Right. And teach them the way you maybe like, don't make them make the same mistakes you made.
Facto. And you know, the thing is also like, there's been a lot of game that could have been passed down over the years.
Yeah.
One of the catchphrases that we use in our culture is the game is to be sold not told. Yeah. Why can't you just tell the game for free, fam? Why we got to sell it? Why we got to hide it from each other?
Well, you see, it was packaged. We were packaging it we are packaging it. Well, see, even when with the drill shit, when they're giving away who they murked and what strand of weed they're smoking, what they turn a person into.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, dude. It's there for us.
Yeah.
It's there for the younger generation. There's so many other genres of rap music, though, you can actually listen to. It doesn't have to be drill. It doesn't have to be. There's other genres there's guys kicking real shit.
Yeah, but even with the whole game is sold, not told, right?
But that's the thing. You ask for it for free,
but
right?
With that being said, a lot of people who have been in positions of power over the years, like, you know, black label owners and stuff, they jerk their artists too.
Yeah, because they're getting jerked when they go to the source.
Like, okay,
when they're going for the source now, right? They're going to the Universal RCAs. They're going to these beer. They're not owned by no black man. Okay, they're not.
Like Diddy is on record like owning man's publishings for like 20 years, and who else is there's been a lot of faulty deals that have been out there, fam.
But then let's just say you got everything, and then once he was done with you for real, no one ever remembered you again. At least for the next 20 years, that dude's paying his bills by playing your music. So even if you're getting a small percentage, you're getting 5%, and you get more, you're still a legend. You're still known. You're relevant. Like you walk inside places, and I'll be real. Black people are like superheroes, guys. We're like superheroes. We all got this thing to us where we have an energy that we're the most influential in the world, right? So nobody can take that from us except for yourself.
Yeah.
You kind of see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the only thing we've let them do is have captive of it, where we have to always be going to them to distribute the music. I don't know why we haven't figured out a way to distribute the damn music ourselves.
Shit, we don't own the tech companies.
And that's the thing. That's where maybe Diddy, instead of him, when he's stealing these people's money for 20 years, he should be putting it towards that. And so he can make these people that he stole money more longer.
Listen, we could go on about this for a while.
Yeah.
But with the tech companies, Jay-Z did try to start the title thing. But
he still had to go to there was somebody there because you're not going to own the whole thing by yourself.
He had to go with a bunch of other artists.
A Russian guy.
Right. But even with some of these labels, right? Like Kanye went on a whole rant about how, the labels have had him under this and that for how many years, and now he's got to start exposing the contracts and da-da-da-da-da. And he still has Big Sean in a contract, Designer in a contract, all these people, bro, and he's the black man, bro.
But I'm just being real. He's bigger than all of them put together. So let's be real. The minute one of them leave him, I would forget about Designer.
Yeah, but still, fam, you can't give man's better deals now that you're in a position to do it.
He said his worst deal was Big Sean.
No, that was his worst decision. But at the same time,
why would he
does that mean give him a shitty deal?
The deal was already shit. They were probably living off of his money anyways.
Yeah.
So maybe the labels never wanted to sign Big Sean, but he's just like, okay, don't worry, I'll pay for it, and just give him the deal.
Big Sean made him money, bro. Big Sean had hits. You know what I'm saying? Like his album sold records. You know what I mean?
And were they produced by Kanye? Some of them. Yes.
He's got some tunes on there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They have collabos.
Yeah.
They have I'm sure he got his ROI, his return on his investment, fam. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel that.
And some. Yeah.
And
so
some.
Break niggas off, get him up, give him his publishing back then.
But what did he give him back? His royalties?
He didn't give him back shit.
Wasn't he giving away?
He was supposed to, but it never happened, fam. Niggas never came through with the follow up. Like, yo, whatever happened to that publishing, though, bro?
So when he went on Drink Champs,
yes, nobody ever came back and said, yo, so did we ever get that back? Nobody ever went to check on that, bro.
Wow. So when he
finessed the man, bro.
So now that makes me. Did he really give Beanie Siegel the 50 mil or something?
We're still waiting. Yo, actually, I don't know. That's a good question.
Did he?
Was it 50 mil? Yeah, he said 50 mil or something like that.
50 mil, bro.
Because remember, he was bragging about how he a billionaire, right? Or he has 8 billion.
Yeah.
But now he's like, yo, let me hold something.
Yeah, but Gap messed him up the other day.
Yeah, so now he's like, let me hold something again. So maybe, Beanie, you gotta wait now, fam. Like, my money's tied up, bro. I know I said what I said, but my money's kind of tied up right now, bro.
Did it help you make some money, though? Did it?
Like, come on, fam.
Me saying that, did it help you get some? No.
But, like, even with this Akademiks thing, fam, like...
Yeah, he stepped out a little bit out of line when he started talking about the man's... Because remember, that's Kimora. That's Kimora's husband, right? Or was her ex-husband,
yeah.
Correct? But he has kids, correct? So
this kid's grown now.
Yeah, I know, but still, she got to walk around. You know what I mean? She could be all even a fan of Akademiks. You got to sometimes filter out what
she probably is.
You're right. Come on, dog. Now you're coming at my dad. Like, it's like sometimes you got to filter out what you're saying. You got to remember the older guys are a little bit more emotional because they're not in the starlight no more.
You got that right.
Okay, that's the thing about this stuff. This is like drugs, bro. Like once you get a hit of this stardom, whew, you're like Ric Flair for real. Like woo, woo. You know what I mean? Like, so you got to understand. Like once your time is up, what do you do after that?
Yeah.
Right. So some of these guys become weird. Right. So now a guy like Akademiks, who's in the starlight, he can call out a man See, Russell should have just kept his mouth shut and stayed out of the way.
He should have just chilled and just let the Akademiks do his thing, fam.
Yeah.
Because Akademiks will do you dirty if you.
And the FBI is watching these guys at a high rate. You know
Well,
what I mean?
the man is like, he ran off to Bali. They were saying, right?
I believe it
So
was-
you don't want to draw no attention to yourself, neither, fam.
And you see in Bali and them place there. Let's just be real, guys. Those are where those pedophiles go.
Yo.
That's where they go. Those places, they're.
I think they have a no extradition clause over there.
Yeah,
so
like some
they can't even
weird.
send them back.
Yeah, some weird things are going on over in those places, right? So you guys gotta do your research, because I did, and that's why I can say what I'm saying now. Like, but academics, at the end of the day, you have to watch what you're saying, because these are still allegations.
And Illuminati.
And now he already feels he's gonna get. He already feels they're gonna sacrifice him.
Yo, fam, the last time that he was whatchamacallit?
Yeah,
Shorty, okay?
yeah.
The last time that he was under fire is when he went at Chrissy Teigen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they suspended him from Complex for a while.
Yeah.
Things started happening.
Yep.
And then there was another time. That wasn't the last time. That was the first time. And then there was another time more recently when they started releasing the whole 17-year-old thing and all that bullshit, right? He has to be careful, and I'm talking about Akademiks, right? He has to be careful when he's going at certain people.
Yeah.
Because the powers that be, they have a funny way of all of a sudden a whole bunch of things from the internet start popping up on you when you go at certain people, fam.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm just saying for Akademiks' sake, because you just
But-
never know what comes next down the pipeline, bro.
I think Akademiks was the guy sent at him. Let's just be real. It's not Akademiks who has to worry. He worries in the end, right? Because they've already used. When they use his ass up, then they take him out. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But for
yeah.
now, they're like, "Yo, where's Russell?
Where he is? Where has he
at?
been?
Okay, Ak. Hey, Ak. What's on your little whiteboard over there in your little studio?" He's like, looking, these kids ain't shit this month, so I'm gonna tax some senior citizens.
Let me ask you one more thing on Akademiks.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll ever do another Toronto Twitch?
Never again. Never
not?
again. Because when we had the platform to do it, right? You guys were only doing it to think you were gonna get on. You assholes. Then instead of being real loyal to the actual company, maybe some of you would have got some deals by now. Messing with him and just being on the Twitch at the same time he's on the Twitch and just being you see, some people don't do their 10,000 hours and expect motherfucking $10,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So no, he'll never do a Twitch, and if he does, he's calling certain mans.
Yeah, he's gonna keep it limited.
He's just gonna keep it limited, and then he's gonna be kicking game to them, and you miss out. But that's life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's life. So
Yeah.
you gotta keep it moving. If you're an artist, just keep it moving. You know what I mean? But like I said, he's never gonna do another Twitch. He can never.
No, I believe you, fam.
Yeah, I believe.
That's why I asked you the question, fam. Like, I believe that he's not gonna do another one, bro, because I think after the second, he did two of them, right?
Yeah.
I think after the second one, and especially for what these guys did with it, like, no disrespect to any of these guys, but a lot of these guys, they didn't use it, not like post, but like during the time. They used it as a time to get at each other.
Yeah.
Like, don't use that time to just argue with each other and all that. It's good for entertainment for us, the audience, but it ain't gonna do nothing for y'all career. It's just to make y'all more radioactive.
Yeah, they're lucky I wasn't on that Twitch for real, and I was an artist. Nah, them time there with a bus up all on, because I would have just came on and my boys would have been running my tunes on them things there.
Immediately.
Shutting you guys out. Pure yoey. We're ignoring you guys.
Yeah,
it would be the Dusty Wallace damn show. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like, some of these guys really got to take things serious and take it over and take it into effect. Like, if you get a chance to have a link with somebody who can, you got to continue it. You got to keep going. It's how far you take the link, man.
Yeah, and that was a super alley-oop, because keep in mind, he's not doing a Jacksonville Twitch special. He's not doing a Chicago Twitch special where he's getting 5-6 Chicago guys. He just did it for Toronto twice. And that's it. Like
That's it.
no other city's not doing a UK version.
Nope.
He did a Twitch. He put like what 10 people on the screen at a time at one point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man's them should have took advantage of that. They should have built that relationship with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we might have got a third or fourth.
And you see, this is the thing.
And be more entertaining, not to interrupt you. And be more entertaining because now the top 5's gone, it's not going to be as entertaining, bro.
Well, it is. Well, Moula's trying his thing. Mm-hmm. I'll give him that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Right. And you see, this is what I'm saying. I'm not a full-time rapper anymore. So you guys are lucky because or else it'd just be a lot of like guys sitting down and revising their game plan. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's what needs to come back where there's more than just one guy going nuts.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I know guys are just trying to get their money and they, you know what I mean, and do their thing low and whatever, wear their ski mask and shit on their videos. I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. But the ones that want to really go, you got to show your face. You got to show your face. You know, like people want to know you.
Facto.
I don't want to know what strain of person you're smoking on anymore. But it's cool when I hear it. I won't lie. But like,
is that dying out, bro?
Well, I hope. Like, nah, not really. I be listening.
You think it's getting more popular?
I've been listening to East G, and you know what I mean. Like,
they're smoking more packs.
Holy smoke! They turn you into strains.
Wow.
You know what I mean? They're turning you into a strain, dog. So it's like, you know, like, but I do like versatile music. So it's like people think. That's what I'm saying. So there would be that guy who's making great music in Toronto, but because they only shed the light on the kind of, I'm not even gonna say drill Toronto. I'm just gonna say the Badman rap.
Yeah.
Out of Toronto, like Badman thing. You know what I mean? We have a different genre. It's called Badman. Like it's like it's the Badman thing. You know what I mean? So when I hear that and I see that on the Twitch, I'm like, oh shit, there's other guys out there that, and then they're not saying it because I know some of these badmans are listening to certain guys like, and a Jazz Cartier.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. So
music.
Let's be real. You guys should be saying, we should all be more saying, yo, check out this guy running his tune. Then the next guy got to come back on and run your tunes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And none of them did that. None of them really did that. They like you said, they took the time to like say, yo, go suck your mom.
And then they probably just got rid of the app right after the shit was done, bro. They didn't even keep the app in their phone.
No,
they don't even use.
They lost that phone. They lost that phone. That was.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that phone throw it.
You know, when they're out of town doing their out of town thing, they're showing their buckets. I was on Twitch.
Yeah,
no, playing guys. But
somebody said something in these comments right here. What? And salute to the comment gang. Comment gang strong. We got the kid that did George Capo, Free Breather, the Chill Show, Salute Chill. Catch 22, Brown Guy Made It. What up?
Brown Guy.
Gems Life Lives. You know what I'm saying? BJ Gill asks, he says, respect to what you guys are doing. You never mentioned what Moula said about the pay for Rolling Loud. Did they really only get 15 hundo?
Yo.
My question, or what I want to say about that is 15 hundo an only? For an up-and-coming Toronto rapper?
Hold on. You're saying they got 1,500?
That's what Moula was saying in the interview, in the Wheeler interview.
No, you don't think... Okay. You don't think some of them paid? No? Did some of these people pay 1,500 to get on?
They're saying, and this is from Rolling Loud themselves, salute to Rolling Loud, they're saying they never... nobody ever paid for it.
Paid to play. These are people that are supposed to be on. So they're paying? They were paying? They paid these artists? Rolling Loud paid artists? I know they paid like Future and they paid those bigger guys, but did they pay Paris?
Well, if Moula's saying 1,500, right?
Did they pay Goldie? Did they pay them all? Has anybody come out and said they got our money?
The only person so I'm hearing so far right now is Moula first because of the interview, right? The other artists haven't spoken post Rolling Loud. Think about that. There's the other artists.
YG said Pressa got 45K.
45K?
Yeah, and he's seen receipts.
Holy.
And then some idiot in the comments is like, oh, how can you see a receipt on an email transfer, and that was like the dumbest thing the person could say.
Hold on, a call coming in. You.
Hello.
Yo,
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Who that? Michael.
It's Mike.
Mike.
You guys are playing games over there, eh?
No way.
What do you
I run the fucking
mean?
city, eh? You guys don't play games. You guys don't play games. I run the fucking city.
Yes.
Eh?
We're having a discussion
I hear you
about
guys
you,
talking
actually.
about, oh yeah, entertainment. Oh yeah, Moula's trying a thing. What? Excuse me? Don't play. I'm the number one guy in the city. So when you guys turn on your television, you guys use my name properly. Please.
Quick question, Moula.
Okay? You guys don't be talking about, oh yeah, Moula's trying a thing. Moula's this. No.
You're doing your
Moula's the
thing.
guy. The
Okay.
number one guy in the city right now. Okay?
All right.
We already know that, King.
Do not
that.
play games.
What are you talking
All the
about?
time.
Trying a thing. Who said trying a thing?
Okay? No. Pause. I came here to say that. That's it.
All right.
Reset me.
So talk to me, Moula. This thing that we're talking about here, is that every artist that they offered 1,500 to?
I think he got off the phone.
Is he gone?
Yeah, he got mad and came off the phone. He said, "Reset me."
He's
He's pissed.
he's gone. Damn. Holy.
Holy, you're pissed. Eh? I feel you, dog. I feel you.
Did you say he was trying a thing, or did I say he was trying a thing?
Even if I said it like you're trying a thing, you are. You're doing your thing.
You're doing your thing.
You're doing your thing. You know what I mean? I just don't want to put it out there like I'm not. You know what I mean? I don't want to be too. I'm not biased. I'm not biased. I'm a fan. So, but I'm still reporting on it. So you still got to keep it clean. You know what I mean? But I like how he called.
No, salute to Moula, man.
See, he the realest nigga. None of you other niggas have done that. Come on now. Shout out to Moula first. That's the realest shit. And
So,
you
but
see
that-
what I'm
what-
saying?
what the-
Michael, see, these are the antics I'm saying. He's okay. Now I can say he's really doing his thing because he's on his thing. He's on his greasy. He's listening to everybody.
Yeah.
He's doing what he has to
Moula
do.
don't miss shit, bro.
You're not supposed to, nigga. He's Michael. Michael never missed nothing. I'm not gonna diss. I'm his biggest fan. He knows that. He knows that. I'm a big fan of fucking Moula. But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna be here to push him.
Okay, but
I'm still gonna be here to say
the 1,500 thing, though.
Yeah.
Is that the only thing, or do you think that's a little bit? Because you're saying 45,000 is what they're paid per song?
But that's what I seen in the comments. I'm just saying I seen.
That has to be confirmed. bro.
Hold on though. Hold on. See me, I don't sit here and call names. You get what I'm saying? I don't
Yeah.
want to call and be like, oh, go to this person's. I'm still keeping it fucking greasy over here. So I'm saying if you do your searching, you will find it. You will find it. It was only a post like probably a day or two ago. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could find it,
Bro,
right?
you started,
But this is I give you guys puzzles to go. You know what I mean? Come on, dog. Moula gonna call in, and he gonna have to answer this question now. Does he have the receipt for the 1,500 that they gave him, and did he have to give it back?
I doubt it.
So they get
No, with any type of show like that,
He gets to keep it.
any type of show,
Yeah.
if there's a cancellation, especially on the side of the promoters themselves,
He
you're
gets to keep
holding
it.
that, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Even with shows, period, like you get half up front usually, okay?
Yeah.
And let's say now, like you, the artist, cancel. A lot of times they get to cuff that money anyway, unless like the promoter is really like, yo, I need my money back. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can't make it past the border, it's like, yo, fam, let's say you're paying the man 30,000 for the show, right?
Yeah.
And now, boom, you gave him 15,000. He gets to the immigration, and they're like, "Turn back, fam. You can't come through."
Oh,
sorry, fam.
sorry, I'm keeping my money.
I'm keeping the money, fam. I'm not
sure.
giving you back hell. I get 75 out of that.
Okay.
No, bro, none, fam. I'm
Nothing.
going back home, fam.
I'm using this. So, no one else really spoke about their finances when they were when you know what I mean. I felt like that's their business,
Yeah.
right? Even if you did it for free, any of you artists, if you even did it for free, like
I'm sure there's a few artists who did it for free.
now I know who you are, though. You get what I'm saying? To me, I hope he got 1,500. You know what I mean? I would imagine. I hope, right? And I hope, but
you know what? I feel like 1,500, because from the way the Common Gang was making it seem that like, that's a little bit. But for an up and coming Toronto rapper,
artist, that's a lot.
That's a nice little something.
That's a lot for him.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm old school, and maybe now rappers are getting like up and coming rappers are getting paid way more per show, and I'm just not aware. You know what I'm saying?
Noted.
But like back when we were doing the Empire thing, man, like sometimes we would get like 2 bills, fam, and that's a 6-man crew plus the manager myself, fam.
Right.
Like walk one.
I was alone, so
if you're getting a 6 bills for a show, you're like, yo, that's legit.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So if mans are giving you 1,500, mind you, this is a big ass festival. They're making shitloads of money.
Shit,
you know what I'm saying?
2 beers for $30.
Like a jacket, like they could sell off 3 jackets and pay off an artist, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like 1,500 was like four jackets.
I think they already gave them the paper before they even got there.
I don't know. Maybe he should call back and let us know that part.
Yeah, man.
1,500 for any artist starting out is still not bad. And this is from Sox fan 43. He says 1,500 for an artist starting out is still not bad. Some artists starting half a rack a show. Yeah, 500. You know what I'm saying? Yo, even 500 is nice if you're just starting off, fam. People are like, okay, you're giving me 500 for the show, not free, or I have to sell tickets to get on.
Right? Okay, like I've done shows where Factor has paid me.
Yeah.
All right. So, like, that's what I want to know. I didn't see any Factor signs around Rolling Loud.
No.
So I guess it was just straight a Rolling Loud check.
Yeah.
Okay, like people don't have to all the artists, you know, if you want to. Let me see. Let me, post it. You don't even gotta like show the amount and then blank that out. Just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would like to see some proof.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just so it's like I can feel what you're saying if they don't come back next year.
They're coming back next year.
Exactly.
They're coming back. They're coming back.
I would say to artists, I wouldn't say nothing about them right now. I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't say anything. I would just continue keeping your mouth shut and just
keep it kosher, fam.
Keep it kosher.
Yeah, man.
You know?
I got another topic for you here. It's a little bit left. All right?
Yeah.
And somebody's saying in this thing, in some fuck this fake ass podcast. Okay, yeah, eat a dick. Let me see here. I'm pregnant with my son's kid. Have you heard about this? Yo, your face. No. He looks so confused. Oh man, this is courtesy of Six Buzz and the New York Post.
So hold on, her son, she has her son's kid
in her belly.
Oh, so that's some incest thing.
No. At first I thought so too. When I first saw the initial post, I was like, what kind of idiot thing is this? And it's still an idiot thing.
It's not idiot thing.
Apparently, she's the surrogate mother of this kid. Right? So, okay, so you see the picture here? And this is what Pop Dukes is there in the picture too. Right? This is father, son, this, husband and wife. And then there's a baby in here, and that's his baby, the son.
Yeah.
Okay? And let me see here. Let me see if I can read this, because Jesus Christ. I didn't bud. Okay, so it says, pregnant mother is expecting her own grandchild after participating in her son's surrogate. Okay?
Wow.
Nancy Hawk, 56, can't wait to give birth to her granddaughter. I never planned for it, but I am so glad to. I chose to carry my son's baby. She told the publication there. The grandmother offered to become a surrogate for her son Jeff, 32, and wife Cabria, 30, after her daughter-in-law had a life-saving hysterectomy following a traumatic birth of their second set of twins. See, so yeah, the wife went through some birth issues, and Mom Duke said, "I'll take this. I'll hold that for you."
It's like giving a liver then. It's like
Is it?
It's like giving a kidney or some shit. I don't know. Like,
Is that incest?
Well, he didn't technically, but yeah.
It's artificial insemination, right?
Yeah, it's still kind of weird.
Well, okay, what they do, right? They take the eggs and the sperm, and they put it together and they put it inside the Mom Dukes. So it's not like they're using Mom Dukes' eggs. They're just using Mom Dukes' stomach to carry the thing, right? So it's still the product of his wife.
Yeah.
And
so
him.
Who better than it to be your mother then? Like, what's that?
Yo.
That's the case? Yo. What? You know what I mean? Like, were they sitting there and be like, who better than would it be? You know what I mean? Like, because they know they can't trust. Like, imagine they go and get some woman, and all of a sudden she starts like, she has to hold it, right? So she starts drinking alcohol. Or something like obviously it has to be a
also
person.
The anxiety, the separation anxiety that happens for surrogates. Sometimes some surrogates like they end up trying to say, "Oh, that's my kid. I want to run off with you," right?
Do you get what I mean? Or like been just smoking pure weed with your kid.
They gotta have some way of monitoring that, fam. If you're holding my youth, like if I have some woman, like if me and my girl have a surrogate, let's say, right?
Yeah.
And this girl's just holding our kid for us, right?
Yeah.
I gotta keep tabs on her, fam.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't just not know if she's just smoking and drinking, fam. Like somebody has to be able to keep tabs of this, bro.
So now, when they were thinking about it, they were obviously like, "Yo, Mom Deuce doesn't drink. Mom Deuce doesn't smoke.
Yeah,
and it's her grandchild, right? So it's like, you know what I mean? How many niggas got raised by their grandmother? It's almost like they pushed you out because they raised you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
you know what's lucky though?
What?
Granddad's giving that grandkid a shower cap all 9 months.
No,
bro.
No, man.
If y'all know what you know, if you know, you know. No. Shower cap from grandpa, bro.
That's mad. That's what I'm saying. So like, I don't even agree with it.
Comment gang, you don't know what a shower cap is?
Yeah, of course they do. They should. You're washing the baby's face. That's crazy. That's crazy. And like, you know, that's the thing. I don't think that would be acceptable. Like, I don't know.
Yo, granddad, you got pulled out for like 9 months, fam. Like, yo, I got a baby in there. I got something in the oven in there, man.
That's weird. You know, that'd be weird for them, man.
It's not weird that your mom is carrying your kid.
That's weird.
That part's already weird, fam.
That's weird.
Anything else is to me is downhill from there, fam. Downhill. Shower cap away, bro.
They're doing weird stuff. They're doing weird stuff over there, man. And what state is that?
Yeah, what state is that?
What state is that?
Sounds like it would be a Florida thing.
Nah, it'd be more like Alabama. Maybe even like Midwest, St. Louis.
Oh man, I'd have to go into the article. I ain't even doing all that.
Yeah.
I think I got one more story in us here. Let's see. The baby. We'll skip Future's Pub.
Yeah.
The baby and Meg. The baby woke up and chose violence on his own.
Yeah, he chose violence. He said some bad things.
So hopefully YouTube don't kill us here. You play with me, that shit was childish. The day before she stayed in Tory, they shot out fucking on Megan Thee Stallion. Waited to say
That's why I said it goes back to this guy, man.
Yo, why did he say that part though? The day before he shot her? Like,
yeah,
nigga, what?
That's what makes me feel like.
What are you saying, fam? Chill.
Were they all fighting over her? Like,
and he said the day after. Watch.
You see, that's the thing. Is he doing this for now? Is he?
Hit it on my next album. Hit it the day before too, but I kept it playing.
Hit it the day before too.
He's doing it for Clout.
You think it's a clout chase move?
Yeah, he just was going into his creativity. He's running out of ideas. He ain't do none of that.
He said he's been holding it from the lyric that he said.
Yeah, but he probably thought of it just because he was just hanging out, sipping on some Hennessy, smoking some blunts, and he was just seeing this case come up, and he's like, he wrote that. He jotted that down on a napkin.
Do you think it's cap?
Yeah, it's cap, man.
So you don't think he smashed? He's lying on the pussy.
Okay, yeah, he lying on his dick. He lying on his dick. You know what I mean? Because real men don't
high profile, fam.
Real men don't kiss and tell.
You can't really say that you're smashing a big high profile chick that you didn't smash. She could that's slander, fam. She could sue you for that, bro.
And maybe that's what he wants to. Bro, every time that guy's always in trouble. He's another one.
You know what? Let me take that back. You can, because she also said that she ain't smashed Tory.
And that's the thing. But I never heard Tory say he smashed her neither.
What are you saying? He did say he smashed her. He said that that was his thing, bro. Like even on the Daystar album, he was like, "Yo, you were my girl." Like he was sad about her, bro. He's like, "Yo, I still fuck with you after or whatever." Like even though we beefing, like I still love you.
That's the thing. So what is he trying to do? Is he trying to beefing with Tory then?
No, I think him and Tory are cool.
Yeah. So what?
Because remember they had the tune together. And
so they both know they both smashed the same chick.
They're, what do you call it? Eskimo brothers.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying?
That's cool. That's cool.
I'm saying, like,
but see, that's the thing. They both deep down inside, they both wish they had her right now.
You think so, fam?
They probably both wish they had her. Even though she's falling off, she's not that ugly. She's not that ugly.
She's definitely an attractive woman. Yeah, and I've seen her in person. Okay,
yeah, she's not ugly
when the OVO Fest was here a couple of years ago before the pandemic and stuff.
Okay.
And we were backstage and stuff like that. I seen her coming out the trailer, and she's an Amazon. She's right. She's a tall
black woman, but
all proportionally dope woman. Yeah, right. Yeah. However, I heard some wild things about her. Now, no disrespect. Yeah. But like Wiz Khalifa said that it's kind of. He said it.
It's funky.
He says hot girl summer for real.
Oh shoot. So
what he said is hot girl summer. She should have took a hot girl shower.
So he been with her.
He said he knocked it down too.
Well, dog, she's bad. But but you see what I'm saying? See, now is it that they couldn't handle it, so that's their rebuttal?
I don't know, fam. I don't know if they're all cheese at her or if they're like, because there's one school of people that are like, make do no wrong, hot girl summer all year round, right?
I think she running out of gas.
And then but that's what I'm saying. There's another set of people who are like, she a liar, her pum pum stinks, all this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's like a lot of people who are like anti-Meg, or anti-Meg.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's not like she has like a unanimous set of people who just all fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like it's like 50-50, bro.
I think she's running out of gas.
And there's a lot of these little stories that are coming out now with the baby adding on like, yo, I smashed it too. Like, you're like, fam, like she was moving around a little wild out here.
That's the game, though. All these girls are always, you know what I mean? Any girl that's in the game been around niggas. You know what I mean? So it comes with the game.
It does, but at the same time,
but at least
it does better for the ones who ain't heard about.
It makes
been smashed by a whole bunch of guys. Like those ones who don't really have that reputation. Yeah, they kind of go further, fam. Like
they go further for sure.
Like you're not hearing Beyonce got ran through by a whole bunch of different niggas.
No,
you know what I'm saying? She locked in with Jay, and that's it.
Yeah, well, she was with who? Marcus Houston before that.
I didn't even know that. That's news to me. Yeah, sure. Or I forgot about that in my hip hop brain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She was with Marcus Houston before Jay-Z.
But like, you're not hearing about her name like all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You're not hearing rumors about like, yo, I think it was too much of a hot girl summer. Like, come on, fam. Those types of things should never be connected to your name.
Yeah, as a woman.
No, but not just from some randos, from big time people in the game, fam.
Big time people.
They shouldn't be so quick to be. They shouldn't be easy to be disrespecting you like that, fam.
Yeah, they should. But then after you were saying what you were just saying, Tory was in love.
Yeah,
right. Tory was in love with her.
Fam, she has at least 3 to 4 niggas who have publicly disrespected her, fam. Lil Kim doesn't have that many. Cardi B doesn't have that many people who are publicly disrespecting her, bro.
No, she had.
That's not a good sign, fam.
She had blogs. She had blogs though.
Yeah, blogs. Yeah. You know, she
and then she sued one girl.
So yeah, but like, okay, Lil Kim and 50 they're going back and forward.
Yeah.
But anytime anybody says something about Lil Kim,
Yeah.
people jump on her.
Yeah.
Jump on them quick.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah,
yo, don't say that about the queen, and
Yeah.
it's shut down.
She has their beehive or whatever.
Right.
Right.
Meg, I don't think has the same kind of power. Like, men are able to just talk reckless about her, including the baby. And she doesn't have enough of a Meg hive who's
like,
shutting you down for talking.
Yeah.
Like, you can't talk crazy about.
So then it could. So you're saying this could be true.
I guess, because, like, okay, for example, everybody knows that Rihanna's been connected to a few different people, right?
Yeah.
But ain't nobody trying to call her no hoe. She has a different way of positioning herself while she's moved around the game.
Yeah.
And you be damned to say anything bad about Rihanna. Like, her hive will come for you, fam.
Yeah, the Riris.
They'll try to get you out of here. They'll make your comments crazy. Like, I feel like we can sit here talk reckless about Meg.
Yeah.
And nobody's gonna go crazy on the We Love Hip Hop comments. Like, how dare you say that about her?
No, they agree.
Yeah, or at least enough agree to be like, yeah, allow her.
Yeah,
or allow it.
Yeah, they know she's running out of gas though.
Yeah.
So it's just maybe it's helping her. Maybe this is helping her. I don't know. Maybe it might help her because we're talking about her right now, so her name's coming up.
I just feel like she needs a little bit more respect on her name, to be honest.
Yeah, especially if she's gonna be going around sleeping around like. Be respectable about yourself, then, lady.
Yeah, because then niggas would just jump out the window, talk reckless about you anytime they want, bro.
Make sure you douche, baby.
And even to add on to that, fam, last thing.
Yeah.
This is why Future was like, yo, oh, you want a feature? I need 150,000 for that.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna be able to do a swap. I'm not gonna be able to do a homie price. No.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to pay my regular price.
Like,
why you dissing? Like, not why you dissing. Like, this is business, but like, we can't have no homie thing with her.
You gotta remember how she started. She used to go around, like, I would see her, like, she used to be on top of cars, on top of, like, at gas stations and stuff, just twerking. That's all she used to do before.
Yeah.
If you go back, like, way back, but now they cleaned up her Instagram, right? So you'll never catch that unless you probably go on YouTube.
So they just have her as a slew in their mind.
From way back. She was probably doing some, right? And she was with Jay Prince. Like, she was, like, under them for a minute.
She was under Carl Crawford's label, who's now with Jay Prince.
Yeah.
Right? So, they're still in litigations right now. Right?
Yeah.
And remember, that was Moneybagg Yo's thing for a while, too.
See what I'm saying? So it's just a lot. But then she messed with his cousin.
That's crazy.
She messed with his cousin. Moneybagg Yo's cousin after that. That's why he dropped her.
Boom, boom, run, true.
Well, so it go. That's how it goes. Forget fun.
I think that, listen, man. Let's get out of here before we get canceled.
You already know.
You got any shout outs before we get out of here?
You know, the regular shout outs to Chill, Tosa Toronto, you know what I mean? The whole DS13 camp. We Love Hip Hop program, you know what I mean? Astro Pink.
You know, salute to Astro Pink.
You know what I mean? If you know, you know. You know what I mean? And everybody out there just doing their thing. All the Toronto rappers just... Yo, shout out to Moula too for calling in.
Yeah, salute to Moula, Big
Mike. You know
Mike.
what I mean? You know he's pissed, but it's all good.
Guy.
You're the guy, so you'll get over it. You know what I mean? You know how it goes. All love over here. But shout out to all the real ones. Shout out to everybody that tuned in today. Comment gang. You know what I mean?
Comment gang strong, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Salute to everybody who tuned in. We'll be back just now with more lives for your head top. As far as more episodes, look out for a new episode of the podcast this Saturday. Gonna be dropping that Chris Broadcast Wheeler interview, so look out for that.
Bang.
You know what I'm saying?
Big.
And follow me on my social media platforms, Friday Ricky Dred, DRED.
Yeah, me too at Trapper John. You already know.
Scene. We off at